Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Mesa News, live from the Student Union. I'm Kaylee Snyder, and coming up on today's show, Mayor Deegan's statement on the Baltimore Bridge collapse, a recap of this week's Constitutional Convention, the weather, a look back at UNF's Career Week, Florida's social media ban, and a recap of the top sports stories. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Tragedy in Baltimore this week as a cargo ship lost power and collided with the Francis Scott Key Bridge in the Patapsco River. The crash resulted in the supposed death of 6 construction workers. So far, only 2 of these 6 individuals have been found and identified. Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan addressed the issue on Tuesday, saying that the only bridge that cargo ships calling on the Jacksport sail under has hard infrastructure, large concrete structures called dolphins, in place to protect the base of the bridge piers from any vessel impacts. These dolphins are placed around the bridge in supports to stop boats from crashing into them, protecting the supports. Mayor Deegan assures that what happened in Baltimore is unlikely to happen here. This past Tuesday, student government held a constitutional convention where faculty, staff, and student representatives met to review the UNF Constitution in preparation for the President's constitutional review. Here's David Green with more updates.
Hey guys, back here again in the studio, and today I have the lovely Miss Heather to talk to us about the Constitutional Convention that happened, if I remember correctly, yesterday.
So the University of North Florida has a constitution, which is kind of unique. Only 3 other schools in the state university system have it. The Constitution is this general framework for how shared governance works at UNF, and it's really cool. We have 4 major associations that represent 3 groups on campus that come together every 10 years to review our Constitution. So we have 2 staff organizations that are involved, the USPA and A&P. We have the student government who's involved representing students, and then we have the Faculty Association who represents faculty. All those groups, in addition to our General Counsel's office, get together every 10 years and review this shared governance document that talks about the role of each of these organizations in campus and how they play a role in making decisions at the university level. We aspire to have a shared governance here at UNF, and so it's really an important document, but at the same time, it doesn't supersede other policies or things in place. So we want to make sure that the framework meets with all the very specific particulars that are in different departments and different units on campus. The group that we have is a huge group. We have representatives from each of those associations I mentioned, plus the General Counsel's office. Every single change comes from one of those groups. They propose it to the committee, and we talk about it as a convention and decide what we think about it. And so we've gotten a lot of feedback that way. Most of the changes we've made have been to keep in line with state policies, procedures, laws, but also coming from the associations back to our committee. So we've already heard some good news from them and made edits in response to what they wanted. So I don't really predict much. I think it's more just an information gathering session for people who attend, but anything that someone brings up will be discussed at our final meeting. If, like I said, anyone comes to April 1st, open forum, and wants to make suggestions, those suggestions would be discussed at our last meeting and could be changed in the Constitution. The process has been really wonderful. I think we've all worked together really well. It's a huge committee. There's almost, I think, 26 or 28 of us, and so it's cool to be part of a group that's faculty, staff, and students working towards making the university as best as it can be.
This next Monday, April 1st, will be the Constitutional Convention's open forum. A link to the current changes will be sent out today in the Osprey update so students can review and attend the open forum if they would like to provide suggestions or comments. Now that everyone is back in Jacksonville from spring break, you should probably know what the weather is going to look like. Here's Annette with your local weather update.
Good afternoon, Ospreys, and welcome back to your weekly weather report. The weather for today is expected to be sunny with an average high of 71 degrees and an average low of 48 degrees. This sunny weather will carry on into Easter Sunday and next week, so we should expect clear skies and low humidity. Looking into next week, we'll see the rise of warmer temperatures as the average high is 75 degrees and an average low being 52 degrees. Wednesday, we can expect early morning showers with a 50% chance of rain, but by Thursday, we should resume with the sunny weather. Stop by one of the lakes on campus to enjoy this beautiful weather. And with that, on behalf of Spinnaker, we'd like to wish you a blessed Good Friday and a happy Easter weekend to you and your families. Now let's head back to the studio for our next news.
Thanks, Annette. Coming up, we'll be talking about UNF's career fair, Florida's social media ban, and a sports update. We'll be right back after this short break.
Do you like market days? Do you ever wonder where you could get free stuff from the booths? Well, look no further. Spinnaker Media does market days every Wednesday from 10 to 2. So stop by and you could get free items like lanyards, stickers, or some of our most popular items like tote bags and shirts. All you have to do is spin the wheel. But first, you'll have to either subscribe to the Spinnaker TV YouTube channel or follow the Instagram @UNF Spinnaker. We also have a QR code at our booth in case anyone is interested in volunteering with us. We're accepting in any department: TV, radio, creative services, news, and business. Make sure to stop by next Wednesday for a chance to win.
Hello, wonderful listeners. This is Tanner. You can listen to me from 3 to 4 every Thursday for classic hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and other time periods. And in the middle of the hour, I'll play something a little bit different. Who knows what it might be? Hope you enjoy.
Do you want a live shout out in the middle of the student union? Spinnaker Radio creates content on all of our platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and Snapchat. We'll put out a poll on one of our platforms and all you have to do is answer. Our top commenter will get a shout out live on 95.5 FM WSKR Jacksonville Spinnaker Radio, which plays in the student union every day. We'll play that shout out at different times throughout the day all week long. So if you want the shout out, answer our polls. And be sure to tune in on 95.5 FM WSKR Jacksonville Spinnaker Radio, dedicated to diversity.
Hey Ospreys, Spinnaker is back on TikTok and we are ready to bring you the latest news stories and videos we've missed throughout the month.
So whether you're a fan of radio, broadcasting, news writing, or you just want to stay updated with the latest news stories, we got you covered.
So make sure you're following us on all our social media platforms.
Stay tuned for more weekly videos on TikTok, because we're so back.
At the end of February, UNF held its Spring 2024 Career Week events at the Adam W. Herbert University Center. This semesterly event featured 5 job fairs for students interested in STEM and construction, communication, business, health and human services, and behavioral and social sciences. UNF hosts Career Week once a semester and several other job fairs throughout the year, both in person and virtual. Upcoming events are listed on the Career Services website. Students can register for the events and see a list of employers through the Handshake account connected to their UNF email. On April 16th, UNF will hold Swoop Into Summer Job Fair outside the John A. Delaney Student Union from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Attendees should bring their Osprey 1 card or know their N number. Casual attire is permitted at the fair and resumes are not required but suggested. Middle schoolers scrolling through social media might become a thing of the past in Florida. On Monday, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis came to a Jacksonville school to sign a bill banning social media accounts for children under the age of 14 and requiring parental permission for 14 and 15-year-olds. Supporters of the bill claim that it will protect minors from addictive features such as notification alerts and autoplay videos. Opponents are concerned that the legislation will create obstacles for minors wishing to access online information and eliminate parental discretion once it comes to their children's online habits. Legislators and interest groups anticipate legal challenges before the bill becomes a law on January 1st. And now to Angel for your sports update.
What is up, Ospreys? I'm here with your weekly sports update. We have a lot to catch up on, so let's get into it. The Bob Hayes Invitational Track Meet was an electric start for the Ospreys outdoor season, with our Ospreys placing first in 7 total events. The biggest win of the day, however, was from Ray Hernandez, who won the 400-meter race, smashing the school record with a time of 47.55 seconds. The track team travels to Gainesville this weekend to race in the Pepsi Florida Relays at the University of Florida. Good luck, Ospreys. Softball ended up sweeping Austin Peay and Lipscomb 3-0 in the past 2 weeks. This keeps softball's streak of 12 wins in a row alive. This comes at the expense of Shannon Glover breaking the school's records of home runs with 27 and 129 RBIs. Softball travels to Queens, North Carolina to hopefully keep their streak alive. Tune in next week to hear the results. Big news from basketball even though the season is over. Junior guard Chaz Lanier declares as an early entrant into the NBA draft. Usually when college players do this, they lose their remaining college eligibility, but he maintains his final year. It was amazing to see him play this season, and we wish him luck in the NBA draft. Beach volleyball hosts their final home tournament of the year here at the Coop this weekend. The Ospreys hosted the UAB Blazers earlier today, winning 4-1, but host the UNO Privateers at 4 p.m. today. Tomorrow they host the Mercer Bears at 10 in the morning and College of Charleston at 4 p.m. Their game against the Mercer Bears tomorrow is actually senior night, so make sure to go out and support the senior Ospreys of the beach volleyball team. The only other thing happening at home this weekend is an indoor volleyball scrimmage at 10 in the morning against JU here at the UNF Arena. This game will be using the new NCAA volleyball rules, including double liberos and no more doubles. That's all I have for you today, Ospreys. Go and support your volleyball Ospreys this weekend, and I'll see you next week for your sports update. Swoop!
That's just about all we have for you today, Ospreys. Remember, consider donating to support UNF Spinnaker through the link in the description below. For all things Spinnaker, check out our website at unfspinnaker.com. Also, make sure to follow us on our Instagram at UNF Spinnaker and check out the rest of our YouTube for more content. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Kaylee. We'll see you next week on Spinnaker's Nest News.